Disclaimer, if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another celebrity intuitive reading. This is going to be a reading for Jhene Aiko and Big Sean. So this was highly requested by the collective, by all of you, for me to pull on them and to see the energy that is surrounding them both. To be very honest and transparent with you guys, I honestly didn't know why they were highly requested, because from what I gathered, they're a couple and they're just vibing, they're just chilling. But maybe it's because people haven't been seeing them together or posting or whatever, because that's the day and age that we live in. If you're not posting certain things, people assume, especially when you're in the public eye. So I guess everyone is curious, and at first I wasn't curious, but now I'm just kind of like, okay, well, let's pull some cards and see what is to come for the both of them. We have the Seven of Cups. That was the Justice card that I just pulled. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Bianca, but most people know me as Miss J, and welcome to Wisdom and Light. All right, so all of my social media links and ways to communicate with me is in the description box down below. Excuse me. So let's jump in, because I had to say that because I know I get that question. Fertility shows up for Jhene Aiko and Big Sean. Okay. The Nine of Swords, but they call it the Nine of Arrows. Temptation. The last card. The Three of Cups. Oh yeah, I changed my nail color slightly. It's like a lighter. It looks kind of fuchsia, but I forgot the name of the polish, but I changed the color. Let's pull a love message for these two. Now I'm actually curious, because their cards are actually showing a lot of mental change and them I was just about to say accepting things, and then we have optimism and acceptance. That is what shows up for the both of them. They're saying, okay. And we're going to pull from the Hermit Tarot. Just one card. That's what I'm hearing. One card. One. They're saying one. Sword. One sword. Communication. I see that as action, new ideas, communication. What I'm seeing for Big Sean and Jhene Aiko, they've definitely been through a lot. They've been through a lot of ups and downs, and it's because even though they're very similar, they have their differences, and they see things, or at least they used to see things differently. And I do feel like Big Sean had his evolution and he had his spiritual awakening, and this is why they were able to get back together the way that they did, because he wasn't who he needed to be for her. And she's someone that's already very empathic. She's very, very sensitive. And she's also intuitive herself. So he was starting to drain her, or his Aries energy was starting to torch her, if that makes any sense. Because he was in that energy where he was thinking for himself and doing for himself and basically being a young man with money. So of course, they both had to grow. They had to separate. They had to go through their things. They had to learn, especially him. So they came to this place of, I have evolved from this and I want to try again, because our mishaps was not bigger than the love that we have for each other. And that's true. And that's what I just heard. Wow. Okay. So we have Justice. We have the Seven of Cups. My thing is, they both have things that they want in life. Again, similar, but they're sort of different. So for example, if she wants to have children right now, he probably wants to have kids in like 3 years, or vice versa. If she wants to move out of the country, he only wants to move to the next state, not out of the country. Like they both want the same things, but they want it in different timelines because of their life and the obligations that's in front of them or what they are dealing with. Big Sean is dealing with a lot of changes in his family. I just heard that. He's dealing with a lot of changes within his family, and his ancestors want him to be strong and to understand that all of this is happening for a reason, and it's because there's a shift that's going to be happening around him. So he needs to, or he's already going through that right now, and he's learning and he's growing from these different experiences. And these experiences, no one else can give that to him. So he's going through a lot of shifts and changes in his family. He needs to visit more of his elders, is what I'm hearing. I wouldn't say this is bad. It's just talking about changes and what you have to do and what's expected of you. I'm also picking up that he's thinking about his future and generational wealth. And then there's also this pressure of, I hope I can keep up with this. You don't have to keep up with anything. You just do what's best, and the people that stand by you are going to show up for you. It's crazy how Big Sean is picking up. His energy is like really loud here. Jhene is very quiet. She's very quiet. Why is she quiet? Because she's distancing herself. I wouldn't say she's angry, but she's within herself right now. Guys, it looks like there's a separation here. I don't think they broke up, but it's kind of like she's focused on something. She's definitely working on music. I feel that. But she's doing this on her own. And Big Sean has to not take it personal, or he probably already did, maybe. But do I see them breaking up? No. But they have to accept their differences in order to go forward. And their differences are not even that big. It's just how they do things is different, but it's in the same family. Do y'all get it? I hope you guys understand. So with the fact that the sword card is here, communication does need to happen between it. I do feel like she's been to herself. Show me Jhene Aiko. Listen to your heart. She's meditating. She's with herself and she's creating. It's like she doesn't have a lot of energy to give to anyone right now. That's why her energy is not even here. It's Big Sean that's here. So he's the one, 7 of Cups. He's the one that's thinking, choosing what's going to happen. And then, the fertility card is here. I would say that, yes, they're going to have a child together. But I don't want to just base this off as, oh, yeah, she's getting pregnant. I do feel like the both of them are creating. The both of them are wanting to put their art out there. The both of them feel pressure. So it's like they can't really be up under each other right now. It's like they need this time apart to work on the things that they have to work on. And Jhene Aiko right now, she's choosing her peace above all else because she does give a lot. She does give a lot into the relationship. She's also very intuitive, so she has been having dreams like, are you talking to anybody else? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? One thing about her intuition, when it starts, it doesn't stop. So even when she's sleeping, it's actively just going on and on and on. And it drives her up the wall. Because she could really just be wanting to be to herself and chill, but boom, 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 here comes messages. So the only way to remedy that is for her to be by the ocean, for her to be to herself, and for her to create. So she's actually writing. She's about to get ready to create and write and be innovative, and she wants to do this. She wants to do this where it's unforgettable. She's working on a tour. It's going to be very intimate. She wants this to be beautiful. I predicted this a few years ago when I did a reading for Jhene Aiko. I said that she was going to be working with singing bowls, and that's exactly what she did. So I feel like she's going to bring that energy back into her shows. She wants this to be deep. her new album is going to be about love, but also what it's like when you're so in love that you lose yourself and you have to pull away to figure it out. And I feel like that's where she's at. It doesn't feel like a breakup. I feel like that's why everybody wanted me to pull on this, because people are feeling that shift as well, but it doesn't feel like a breakup. It feels like two people are going through things and they love each other, and I don't feel anything off, but they're doing their best. And I've been saying that a lot. Bitch, you do a good job. Like, I've been singing that all the time. I don't know. I sing that to myself when I feel like I'm not doing a good job. Seek professional help. I'm sorry. And Big Sean is like, I'm trying my best. I keep hearing that. I'm trying my best. Okay. I am terrified. Big Sean has to work on communicating more and expressing himself more. When it comes to his heart chakra is very blocked. And so when that happens, Jhene is always going to just have her guard up, because she just knows. She knows when she's being lied to. She knows when she's being played. She knows when people are not being honest with her. She just knows. So it's like, until you tell me what's been happening with you, until you tell me what's been on your mind, until we come to an agreement, I'm going to work on my music and you should work on yours. Now, this doesn't mean that I don't feel, but that's the thing, I don't feel like it's anger. It feels like, figure it out. And a lot of you have been in that position when you're with somebody and it's like, yeah, we love each other, we didn't break up, but yo, figure it out. Because every time I tried to help in the past, it backfired on me, or it became something. How will this end? And by the way, another message that's coming through, whatever that you both lost is not going to happen again. So don't assume the worst. You don't have to. I just heard that too. You don't have to assume the worst. Yeah. Yeah, guys, they will resolve it. They will resolve it. Whatever that this is, whatever shift that's happening, they will resolve it. I do feel like they're soulmates. I do feel like they have this unspoken bond between them. But you know what? When life does a lot of shifting and shaking and moving, sometimes you got to pull back. And I feel like the both of them are doing that, or Jhene Aiko is doing that because she feels like she's not getting an answer or things are confusing. So I want to see. I actually have another deck. Let me get one more deck. I'm going to get one more deck. And by the way, how are you guys doing? Are you guys good? How has your week been? How is your weekend going? Hope you guys are doing good. There's another deck I want to use. I'm going to use the Romantic Angels. This is the first one I ever bought, so it's old, and I love it when my decks get like this. Because when your deck gets like this, it's like, oh, we've told so many fortunes together. We have walked this life, and we are growing old together. Yes, your deck is always going to be very sentimental to you. Retreats. Finances and changes. Forgiving and learning. Right. So I'm not wrong here. I feel like they're going through a lot of shifts and changes. Retreating, disconnecting. retreating by themselves or retreating together. I actually feel like they're doing both. Like they've retreated apart, now they're retreating back together to just meet in the middle. It's time to disconnect from the world. And they actually disconnected their relationship from the world. That's why you guys don't know what's going on. And you know, rightfully so, but their energy is very, we're going to figure it out. They're focusing on their music that they're coming out with. And both of their albums will do very well. And then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I will say this. Only they can decide how this will go or how this will end. They have the free will to work at it. They have the free will to communicate, or they have the free will to be like, let's take some space. But is there a lot of love here? Yes. Is this something that's bad? No, it just feels like life. And life has been very hard for a lot of people. And people are doing the best that they can. I do feel like there's a baby coming in for them, though, with the children card. They had a couple fertility cards here. Yeah. But as long as they're not repeating old patterns, paying attention to red flags, as long as they're not doing that, they should be okay. They were together in a past life. And they're meant to walk in this life together because in a past life, they weren't able to be together. From what I'm seeing. It was very, it even ended tragic for them in a past life. Yeah. It ended tragically in a past life. So it's like they're revisiting it in this life. All right, guys, that's all that I have. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up or thumbs down. Whatever you do, I appreciate it. I would love to hear your input, and I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye.